You weren't my first kiss, that's why I don't feel nervous. All my life, I've been waiting for this. You can meet me at my window, I'll put on your jacket and let's go. I feel a rush cause nobody knows. We're not gonna live forever, but we acting like we are. We can sleep when it's September, I ain't thinking about tomorrow. So many lights, we can't see the stars. Just wanna ride shotgun in your car. Baby, light it up and hit it and take off into the dark. Don't take me. I wanna ride, I wanna ride, I wanna ride. Don't take me. I wanna ride, I wanna ride, I wanna ride. Don't take me. I wanna ride, I wanna ride, I wanna ride. I wanna ride, I wanna ride like we're never gonna die. We don't have to go back to my house. Home is on the road beside you now. I don't really mind what you say about us. Leave it all behind, we be chasing the sun. We can take our time, say we got forever, say we got forever. We're not gonna live forever, but we acting like we are. We can sleep when it's September, I ain't thinking about tomorrow. So many lights, we can't see the stars. Just wanna ride shotgun in your car. Baby, light it up and hit it and take off into the dark. Don't take me. I wanna ride, I wanna ride, I wanna ride. Don't take me. I wanna ride, I wanna ride, I wanna ride. Don't take me. I wanna ride, I wanna ride, I wanna ride. Take me, take me. I wanna ride, I wanna ride like we're never gonna die. I wanna ride, I wanna ride, I wanna ride. I wanna ride, I wanna ride, I wanna ride. We're not gonna live forever, but we acting like we are. We can sleep when it's September, I ain't thinking about tomorrow. So many lights, we can't see the stars. Just wanna ride shotgun in your car. Baby, light it up and hit it and take off into the dark. Don't take me. I wanna ride, I wanna ride, I wanna ride. Don't take me. I wanna ride, I wanna ride, I wanna ride.
Loot.bet, made for live betting.
Hello and welcome back, everybody. HAVU versus Phoenix about to go live with the second map of the second series of the day here on Inferno. That's our, well, not decider, obviously. Train will be the third and final. That would decide if we need it. Of course, HAVU, they're a map up right now after an assertive Dust 2 CT side. I think a knife round would be influential here if they can get a decent defense. For Phoenix, this is their map pick. This is where they have the high win percentage. This is when they're looking to close it up 1-1 before the third and final map. It's not just me bringing you all this exciting action. I'm joined by Jeet.
Yeah, and we're joined by Gabe Newell on the server.
Oh, where is he?
Gabe
Oh,
on
Gabe.
the HAVU side.
It. Oh man, Gabe, come on, man.
I like it.
I like it. I think that we should. I think they should play with a bot. In fact, no. They're missing... Oh, no, they're not missing one flat tro. Everybody is just going crazy right now. They haven't quite joined the server, so we'll be 1 minute before we start this one off.
It shouldn't be all that long at this point before we get it started. What's a little bit interesting here is that, as I said before we got into this is a really good map for Phoenix. A really good map. And it's not the best for HAVU, so it should be a 1-1 after this, but we haven't seen, well, at least not while I've been casting with you, we haven't seen third map on any of the games. And if that's an indicator of what's to come, we might not see one here either. HAVU, well, okay, let's be real. Not HAVU. Sorry was looking absolutely ridiculous on map 1. Could potentially, if he continues that, this is going to be an interesting one. And I think there's a good potential for HAVU actually taking it 2-0 if Sorry steps up to the same level that he was on map 1. Yeah,
that's certainly the case. Obviously, these 2 map series, yeah, I think this would be our 4th series now in the pair of days. I'm expecting a 3-mapper perhaps tomorrow. I did a Star Ladder cast recently where we had 5 best of 3s in one day, and 4 of those series went to 3 maps. So sometimes you're thankful for the shorter CS. Sometimes days plague you with those really, really long days. So here we're predicting this will be a 3-mapper with Phoenix. Their Inferno has been pretty damn decent. We saw them against Smash, I think just yesterday, where they were able to take that opening matchup. They were able to actually find somewhat of a comeback on their CT side. So yeah, we'll be getting into this one in just a few moments. Any predictions, G?
I don't know. I saw someone in chat saying that Sorry can't carry every game, and I somewhat agree, but at the same time, HAVU disagrees, because he's legitimately carrying every single game for that team. And if Sorry can do that for HAVU, then there's definitely potential of the 2-0. But I do believe Phoenix will take this one, and I do believe that we're going to see our map 3.
Yeah, and I think that is definitely what's on the cards here. We start with the knife round coming into things. Of course, HAVU, I think they'll be wanting that CT side first and foremost. It will be Phoenix, obviously, also looking for that CT side. Let's see. There's not really much you can analyze about this. It's just obviously CS's answer to the coin flip, the knife round. It's not much of a coin flip, obviously. There is some tactical prowess, but HAVU taking it this time. Remember, Phoenix actually took that initial knife round over on Dust 2 just a few moments ago. HAVU will start on the defensive half, and I think it's going to have to be a very strong one. I think that HAVU are probably looking for 10+ rounds here on the CT side of Inferno to feel confident about this map pick.
I'll have to go a little bit against you, but not really. I think 9 would do it for HAVU.
Yeah, I think
again,
they would be okay with that.
was playing really good on first map, and furthermore, Slowy yesterday was an absolute beast, and we've seen Saw, Hoodie, and Dodo getting very crucial frags, very important kills. So there's definitely good potential here for HAVU, even though the stats suggest that they're not great on this map. That doesn't necessarily mean that they have no clue what they're doing, because they definitely do.
Yeah, there's no guarantee of this being a loss for the HAVU side. They've got 2 opportunities, 2 maps to close this series out and to knock Phoenix out of the Loot.bet CS Season 4. So, he is the lone defender, the lone wolf on the B-bomb site. He gets smoked away. However, there will be a gap through the right-hand side. I'm sure that landed just skew-if, but he won't peek and push it. Instead, it will be a 5v5 on the retake. We don't see this very often with actually 500 HP for each team on the retake, so no damage done. Just before that, defuse, and Saw finds 2 before then dropping down. 30 seconds remaining, kit still in hand, and one Flatro good for further headshots. Thomas is right around the corner, and he does tag away at 1, but Hoodie, he can't be found. It's only Crucial remaining as he tucks his way inside Graveyard. He gets spotted away, but there's no kit here. Hoodie hasn't retrieved it, and with 10 seconds left, this is just an impossible round. No, he can't win it. He's got the defuse, but it's not enough time. If he had picked up that kit, if he had just been an inch towards the left, that would have been a round towards HAVU.
Yeah, it's a little bit unfortunate here for Hoodie, but that's a really nice shot. Some nice shots here from Saw as well.
Yeah, they were, certainly.
Yeah, very good attempt there from Hoodie. Going for the... Well, trying to fake out his opponent that he might have been on the bomb still. Then swinging back around for... I guess that was like a 90-degree turn. And hitting a sick little headshot. Unfortunately, not enough to take down his opponents.
I love that pop there onto Thomas. He's now under 80 HP without actually seeing anybody. That was just a Deagle running straight through, not stopping, taking a shot and actually connecting just onto his shoulder through the wall as well. So it doesn't really have much effect on the round, but it's just a nice little side note to start things off. Doto very likely going to get caught from behind as Crucial has his number. Oh, they walk around each other. Doto going down T-stairs as Crucial goes down towards Boiler. So very much circumnavigating each other in that option there. Zori needs another massive round, but he does fall back before Phoenix can take the B-bomb site.
Good wrap around into what CT could catch them off guard, but they actually spot it. Now they're caught in towards Church in construction. Sorry gets taken down. Hoodie does get the trade. Dodo on Banana. Nice dink, but not enough to take care of Surreal. Deals a good amount of damage, but won't take him down. One flat through. The final frag on to Hoodie. 2-0 here for Phoenix. HAVU should be on pretty much a full eco for this one. Could see like a couple of P250s, but I do think that obviously Sorry is going to be saving for that AWP. He wants it. Hoodie is going to buy a Desert Eagle. That's pretty much it. Couple of flashes, that's about it. Now we're going for the complete stack towards the B bomb site.
Yeah, they've obviously not got all too much in the way of investment to hold this one up. Hoodie's got the Deagle, and he will be locked towards CT spawn and see smokes drop. He's not going to have any visual here. Spellin also waiting for that smoke to pop before going for the rotate over to now 3 players actually holding. But the Molotov's going to almost finish both of them off. Doto just down to 12 points of health now. As that bomb is held back, it's another final frag found before they decide to funnel out towards A, which has already been taken. It's already been salvaged. Slowy is in the back line, but he's completely misread this. Where's he off to? He's going to T-spawn. He's off towards the other side of the map, obviously. A couple of kills come through. What is Slowy doing? He's got nothing to save. He's now just outside of T-spawn. I don't think he's going to be able to find anything here either. The longest of wraparounds just also hasn't worked out. He's playing towards the bottom of Banana now. I'm sure that nobody's going to walk into this one. Nobody's going to get caught off by this, seriously. I'm sure that Thomas will check the angle if he goes back. Such a weird way to exit here. If he had sat into A apps, I think he completely misread the situation. Obviously, you've got Surreal moving in from the back. Let's see if Slow can do anything. I would love to see it, but apparently not. One flat throw, finds a headshot. USPS drops. It will be 3-0.
Great start here for Phoenix, and that is exactly what we expected for this one. I said Phoenix, they have a pretty good win percentage here on Inferno. Actually, 74% win rate over 19 times played in the last 3 months. That's pretty good. And, to compare, HAVU are sitting on 53 with 17 times played. And Spillin pushing in towards the B bomb site, catching the opening frags here. Saw and Sorry will get trades. Spillin gets taken down. Juan Fletcher, he falls as well. Surreal has taken a bit of damage. He's down to roughly 60. Slowly going to try and inch his way forward as well. The molly towards Emo gives him an opportunity, or at least a read on the situation. Saw trying to find an angle through the smoke. Not going to be able to just yet. And eventually he will go down to Surreal as he pushes through. It's going to be all on Sorry and Dodo now. Dodo already on the rotation. He almost catches the player off, but through the molly takes so much damage. He pretty much had to, though. As he was going to be reloading. Sorry. Let's find the frag on Thomas. Brings it back to a 2-on-2, but no kit in play here for HAVU. They need to be somewhat quick about it. And in just a moment, they're going to realize that they're running out of time and they should be falling back, which is exactly what they'll do. Sorry. Posted up, but missing his opportunity. I think he was almost sleeping there towards the end. And yes, indeed, that will be yet another round on the board here for Phoenix. It's going to be 4 in a row. Clean start for them. Not losing a single round at this point.
Yeah, this seems to be a lot more comfortable from the Phoenix side. They seem to at least know what they're doing here. The entries are coming much more fluid. Remember, by this point, HAVU had taken probably 4 rounds on the CT side earlier on Dust 2. It's been a very different showing here. Their defensive half just isn't really panning out so far. Phoenix just knowing how to cut these CTs apart. The Finns also losing their first man here. Saw will trade it up. But he does have support from Hoodie back here on the B-bomb site. Remember, this is this half buy with Dota getting an M4 out. Sorry, obviously with the AWP. Saw a UMP and Deagler Hoodie. So it's a very ragtag mixed buy. Slowy, it's been definitely a slow start for him. 0 to 5, not picking up a kill in the opening 5 rounds. Be hoping to step it up as we go into the business of this half. Hoodie. Oh, picks up 2. That was a stolen shot through the smoke as he wants to prevent this bomb from going down. A little bit of finishing damage as he slips in for number 3, and Juan Flatro has to match his efforts, needs to find a triple of his own as he slips the sideline. Could actually find this shot if he can spot the gun barrel of the AWP. He does. Zori just a little too far extended as the final players moving in through Banana. It's Dodo, and Juan Flatro actually does have enough time to wrap back towards the A-bomb site. This would be the correct approach here. That flash is going to aid his backtrack, and he pretty much knows that this player is holding towards Banana now. Doto, he's been outplayed in this situation. Juan Flatro, this might be a 1 versus 3, remember? That bomb goes down towards the outside of A-bomb site. He'll be able to post the aft plant up in apps before Doto even comes through. So no spot comes in. Juan Flatro, he's almost guaranteed this round. Doto's only chance of winning this one is to tap away at that bomb. Juan Flatro, he can't be caught in the back. Doto's just waiting for him. I don't know if he actually spotted a pixel there, but there goes the smoke. Juan, he's been baited out ever so slightly, but here comes the defuse. Great flash will prevent him from going for the initial spray through, and HAVU, it's an instant defuse. Doto just ninjas right beneath his nose, and Juan Flatro can't get the job done.
It's pretty good here. Good attempt from Juan Flatro, obviously. Unfortunately for him, not quite good enough. He had the right read, and as you said, it was pretty tough for him to actually lose that round, but he did. He wasn't a 1-on-2 situation, I believe. He needed that triple, and he got one of them. But yeah, still plenty of money for a full buy here for Phoenix. That's not going to be an issue. HAVU. Bit of a struggle bus on their side. They still don't have a whole lot of money, but obviously will be able to buy up with the victory of that round. HAVU with their first round on the board, and Phoenix still in a strong lead. If they pull this one back in this round, Phoenix, that'll be absolutely devastating for HAVU. It would be tough for them to bring it back at that point.
So 1-4, and I've been told in chat that we've got a long pause. That's what I've been told. So yeah, apparently this is going to be actually a longer pause where we might actually... Oh, apparently not. I've been told that that's not the case. Game's live, supposedly. This will be a short tech. I shouldn't be reading out the chat probably, but yeah, 1-4 here. And HAVU, obviously, back on the board. They've got the double up setup. That's a bit of a change of pace. Of course, with 3 lots of rifles in hand as well, the automatic rifles at least, in Phoenix. They've got not a single AWP, but plenty of cash, obviously, after going for this follow-up reinvestment. And as we get back into this match very shortly, it will be Phoenix. I think they'll probably play a slow setup, try and find an entry kill, possibly towards the B bomb site, but this is setting up to be a 3-map series. Phoenix already showing us a lot of confidence here on Dust 2. On flat throws, been just perfect so far. 4 KD on the board. He's had such great effect, especially in that 1v3 clutch. Able to just pull it through for his team. Just not really dying just yet. HAVU, of course. 1 round, but they need a couple more. I would say that they probably are looking for 7, 8, 9 rounds. Anything less is not good enough.
Seems like we're still on a bit of interesting to see when this gets resolved. We have information that it should be we should be good to go in just a few months.
Yeah, we should be getting back into this one in just a sec, just a tick. There goes the match medic for the final time, and they will go for the reinvestment here. Remember that HAVU, they do have a bunch of cash, so they should be pretty good this time. So back into the game. Sorry's got enough for that AWP. Hoodie likewise. Yeah, they can go for the double up setup. Obviously, they had a buy, but they can now second guess. They can choose to go for something else if need be. There goes the pause and the final unpause. So let's go. Back into the action. Phoenix, of course, they've actually picked up an AWP. So obviously that match medic resets all your cash and resets your weaponry as well. It translates it to money. So you can actually buy up something different. So Phoenix, whereas they didn't have an AWP in that previous buy, they've decided to ditch the AK and go for that AWP on Crucial. Whereas HAVU, they had the double AWP setup and now they've just gone for the single. So nothing too funky, nothing too flimsy either, as Phoenix edging towards A, where 3 defenders hold. That could have been a good spray away, but Spellin doesn't connect. We've got 3, now 4 defenders. If Zori decides to go for the wrap over, he's got the AWP, so he's really that first man to try and go for some sort of wrap round, some sort of rotate. Slowy stuck in arch. It's probably going to be counted out here as the boost comes through. Will Doto realise it? But he spots. And there's the first. He knows that there must be a second man around this corner. Spots the spray, but it's Slowy from behind to take another away. Spellin drops. And he's got 3 left to find. It's Surreal towards the B-bomb site. And Sora's ready and waiting for him. So 40 seconds left, and this hasn't worked out just yet for Phoenix, but there's an opening pick. And it leaves them onto the A-bomb site.
We do have 2 players trying to wrap towards A here from Phoenix. Crucial trying to hit some shots. That's a nice one. Got wallbang from Crucial. Hoodie falls. Dodo, the timing is pretty good, but he doesn't quite land enough to shut his opponent down. Nice entries here from Phoenix towards the A-bomb side. That was a 3-on-4 situation. Now Saw and Sorry, they're forced to fall back. And as I said, this victory here for Phoenix is going to be devastating for HAVU. They're going to be completely broken.
Yeah, by the way, that actually started as a 3-on-5, with Crucial actually finding that first pickup with the AWP, and then able to open up with another one, headshot through the wall. I can't believe how unlucky HAVU just got right there. They were obviously caught on the cross when they were going for a shoulder peek. That's unfortunate. And then killed straight through the top of the wall with no information given. That's also unlucky. And then straight through the smoke for that third and final pickup. All three of those engagements could have went towards HAVU's favour and absolutely didn't.
They needed that. There's no other way of putting it. HAVU needed that round. This first half is going to run right through the, or slip right through the fingers of HAVU at this point. It's Phoenix. Oh, Sorry gets tagged immediately. Gets shut down as well. And maybe that guy in the chat was right earlier when he said that Sorry cannot solo carry this team every single time. Well, there might be something to it. He's definitely having a bit of a struggle here on Inferno. Was doing absolutely brilliant on Dust 2. Saw still over towards the B-bomb site, but he gets shut down by Thomas. Now going to be all on Dodo and Hoodie. Dodo falls. Hoodie left alone. His position is known. Juan Fletru will shut him down. 4 players staying alive here for Phoenix. Again working on their economy, and it's already looking really good.
These two teams should have just played a best of one on train, I think. Because these first 2 maps are just like said and done conclusions. With Dust 2, you kind of always knew that it was going towards HAVU's favour. On the first half, it was obviously a little bit up in the air, but then as soon as it went to their CT side, they were able to close it out. And now Phoenix, despite losing that knife round and starting on the less favourable half, they find themselves considerably ahead. That smoke down just in time. Sorry, finds a first. But HAVU starting to get antsy, get aggressive. And will they spot Saw, though? Oh, Surreal. Straight headshot inbound. Saw was not ready and waiting for that one. Caught by the flash. And now HAVU have to defend with just slowly on the B-bomb site. Of course, that AWP is wrapping around. Doesn't take the shot. There's a first. That was totally blind through the corner of the smoke. Slowy's next in line and gets taken away. Now it's pressure on your shoulders as one flat throw. Oh, sorry, what was that again? Straight through coffins to at least find one. And now Thomas has it all to do once again. Seeing his teammates clutch. But now it's the redhead's turn as Thomas finds one from the side. Knows where the third and final man is, and Hoodie is able to take him away. It's 2-6.
HAVU answering back again. Something we've seen a couple of times around that they probably shouldn't really have won, but they managed to do it. Phoenix. Still plenty of money, of course. Buying up is not going to be an issue. There's still not the greatest amount of money here for HAVU. So they're still in a bit of a pickle. Pretty good opportunity for Phoenix to really, mess them up at this point. Really deal potentially the final blow to HAVU in the first half. It's a bit early for that, but you get the point.
Yeah.
We're halfway through in the first half here.
Yeah, and it's been very one-sided so far. Phoenix, they've just been rocking and rolling, of course. Thomas unable to make the clutch happen in the previous round, but yeah, only 2 on the board for HAVU. They really need to get something rolling now, and it has to be off the back of Zori's AWP. Remember, Crucial also has one. So as Zori will probably go for something aggressive here to counter-navigate the fact that his teammate are very low on money. He seems a little bit scared to go into mid. Massive miss. Surreal finds both on B. Again, it's cracked. I saw. Oh, gets tagged straight through the smoke. They had no idea that he was playing back there. However, a follow-up smoke, and you can tell that Phoenix are just ready for it.
Ready indeed. Swan Fletcher finds one as well. It's going to be Hoodie to enter back. Let's get the trade here. Oh, Crucial missing his opportunity. This could go wrong still here for Phoenix. Nice nade dunk from Hoodie. Spillin taking care of Saw. Brings it back. And now they realize, okay, the final play is still towards A. Let's just get over towards the B-bomb site. Take control of that. And that's exactly what they'll do. Hoodie still just making sure that they're not hiding in the side and trying to double fake him. Trying to fake him to over-rotate potentially. No. Alright, mate. It's getting planted on the B-bomb site now. Hoodie with a triple. He needs the ace. He's already done so much in this round. I think this is a bit too much to ask for. As Hoodie inches his way forward, Spillin and Surreal. They've both taken damage, so they're both one-shot potential with the M4, which is not typically how it goes. 15 seconds left on the bomb and no kit in play. Hoodie realizing there's absolutely no chance at this point. He has to fall back. Well, Phoenix. Ooh. Gets the quad here, Hoodie. Phoenix, as I said, once again, do manage to pull it back. And once again, hurting HAVU so incredibly much in these couple of rounds.
Yeah, remember, one win doesn't reset your loss bonus nowadays. So HAVU, they still will have a little bit of extra cash. Old money rules, they would be totally crippled right now, and Phoenix would be just staring at a massive win here in the first half. Now HAVU will have bits of investment, but those nades straight onto Saw doing catastrophic early damage. Molotov as well, forcing and funneling Phoenix back. But Slowy, he's going to be the next player to try and take the attack. He wants to maybe peek onto Banana, falling now back to the B-bomb site. They've got 3 players here on the defense, so the flashes are going to cover the top of this B chamber to allow Phoenix full Banana control and then an execute onto the B-bomb site. However, they've got Saw up above. I like putting the low HP player up here. Remember, one stray bullet can take him away, or one nade, most importantly, as well. However, Phoenix, they don't have any HEs. So maybe back to A might be the smarter option. Is Doto, he's swinging from the side. He'll be down into Mexico. This is really awkward now, as he can actually spot one flat throw quite easily. Knows that he's playing right from here. Now it's the B take. Saw's right up above, and Phoenix, they're being boxed in by all 4 HAVU members. They need to hit the shots. Surreal, a very important opening, but Dotu's right behind. Here are the shots. There's the first, spraying away onto the second. Notice that one flat throw's right behind. And have they accounted for Hoodie? This is the big question they have. Right back to A. As Phoenix, they should be good for 8. Hoodie, he's right behind though. He's going to go straight from mid.
He did have a really good round in the previous. So, I mean, again, I wouldn't sort of take him out of the equation just yet. So up against Juan flat through. He gets the dink, but obviously the M4 is not a one-bullet headshot. He will get taken down, traded out. This is nice from Dodo. Beautiful double. Not enough. And yes, as you said, Phoenix with their 8th. And HAVU, money diminishing round after round. Phoenix with a solid start. Especially considering they're on the T side. This is looking real good for Phoenix here.
Yeah, this is looking picture perfect so far. And here on the T side of Inferno, I don't think it could be possibly going any better. They're reading HAVU like a book. Straight into that B-bomb site that time. Hoodie was just tucked away at the back. I don't know if he had actually given away any audio cues, but Phoenix seemed absolutely sure that the A site was totally clear. And one flat throw. We saw a great Inferno performance from him just yesterday. And yet again, he's showing up on this all-important map. Remember, Inferno can often be those deciders as well. And Phoenix are just so good at them. We've seen Phoenix play Inferno so many times this tournament and just convincingly, consistently win it. Another attempt by Thomas as he actually switched out the AK-47 for extra ammunition, but saw instead taken away. Bomb dropped, AK picked up, and Surreal just about takes him out. Slowy's the last line of defense. Gets eliminated, only Saw remaining. Coming from mid. Another 1 versus 2 for him.
Yes, again, it's Juan Fletcher and Surreal. This time around up against Saw. Last time it was against Hoodie. And Juan Fletcher, he hits the shot. Nice headshot. Looks like Juan Fletcher needed a couple of rounds, or well, I guess the entirety of Dust 2 to warm up a little bit. And now he's hitting form. Now he's hitting the headshots. His aim is on point at this point in time. And Phoenix etching their way forward. Extending that lead round by round. HAVU only 2 rounds out of 11. That's simply not good enough. They definitely need a bit more to bring this one back. That's a bad start for that. Surreal just watching the angle, patiently waiting. There's another one taking his place here, though. Slowy does find the train on Thomas, but Surreal gets the double. Sorry, still in position. Maybe it's his time to get back into it. Nope, not gonna happen. He finds one. He was doing so well on Dust 2. He's been fairly silent on this map as well. Dodo and Hoodie up against Crucial, Spillin, and Juan Fletcher. Try and see. Well, they need to bring this one back. 9 rounds on the T side is pretty good for Phoenix. Again, Phoenix are the favorites on Inferno. We said that already. But HAVU, they need to bring this one back. The silver lining for HAVU, though, is that both teams have a real high win percentage on Train, and their win percentage is fairly similar. So Train could go either way.
Yeah, Train is definitely a middle-of-the-road map pick for the decider. I don't think that you could have probably had a better third and final decider. So we are shaping up for a 3-mapper here to end the penultimate day. Oh, I'm pretty sure. Look how quick he is there. The round might be over, but he certainly isn't. I think Juan Flatro might die to that bomb. He might just about survive. No, he doesn't. Should really know how much HP you need to stay alive in those corners. He does unnecessarily give himself up and loses the AK-47 for it. Phoenix up to double digits. HAVU, the best that they can do out of this half would be to, well, finally fight back and find 5. But I can't see that happening at this point, as their CT side has been really, really weak. It's been very reminiscent of the Phoenix T side of Dust 2, where, yeah, now Phoenix, they've definitely turned the tables, and they might turn us, kicking in streaming towards Train. 1 minute 30 left.
Spellin trying to regain control of Banana, but the timing on that flashbang is absolutely brilliant. Okay. What just happened?
Just those awkward team kills there. HAVU not able to hold up, but this time it's 3 to 10. It's just so awkward in a lot of those situations. Slowy the only player to drop on the HAVU side. Phoenix, of course, still stuck on 10. They've got enough money to go for somewhat of a weird, funky buy. That shows how close a lot of these rounds have been. How has Phoenix got so little money? That's really, really awkward. Of course, they've got minimum loss bonus just because they won so much. And HAVU, now they can start to turn the tables. Maybe they can find a final 5. And then with the pistol, remember, they could be back in the game just off that. We know how T-sided the Inferno can often be. So making their way right up mid towards the A bomb site. Phoenix with the pistols wants to break up this trio defense. Crucial will be the first man in off the back of this flash. He's looking for an opening pickup, but Hoodie's too fast. He knows that it's coming. And there's the Molotov to stop somebody rescinding, picking the AWP and going for a following frag. Doesn't happen. Oh,
Sperlin, that's a nice one. Deals damage to Slowy as well. Slowy obviously with the advantage, considering that he has a way out, which is the one he goes for, but also his weapon of choice is a little bit better. Smoke towards CT, there's still a potential here for Slowy. That's a good off angle. He finds the double Thomas with the AWP. He knows how to swing that as well. Seen that in the past. Slowly changing up his position towards the end of it, and that catches Thomas off guard. HAVU do manage to pick up their 4th. Such a good off angle here from Slowy. Typically, you would like peek right on the side of the new box to make sure that you can get into hiding if you run out of bullets or whatnot. But yeah, he just takes the wide angle instead, sits right in the corner, tries to blend in a little bit perhaps. Trying to use his chameleon skills.
oh, this is going to be the B rush. Hoodie, he's the first to fall, going as fast as possible, and Saw has to do it all. He's only able to find one, but they're about to walk into a quadruplet of defense as Crucial needs this shot. And Slowy able to wrap around, and find both of them. How does he manage that one? A 1v1 against the man himself, one Flatro, who's coming in from CT. That's the back. Smoke placed means that he has to wrap and rotate around. However, down inside Hobbit, it's Slowy to now crouch and crawl back onto the B-bomb site. He's got to find this final man, and right through the corner of that smoke went Flatro's history. And HAVU somehow salvaged 5. Didn't feel like that was at all possible there. They'll need an 11-round attack to be able to take this in 2. Otherwise, we're tumbling towards Train for a 3rd and final map. Of course, that'll be the decider. Phoenix, they've had a really, really solid half. Look how they started this one off. HAVU actually able to save the day at the end with a trio of rounds. This could have been a 13-2 half. Wouldn't that have been one-sided? But Phoenix, they close it out with double digits at the end. HAVU now need a long comeback here on Inferno to fire Phoenix out of this tournament. We'll go to a short break. We'll be back with a pistol.
Loot.bet. Made for live betting.
Hello, welcome back. It's a second half for HAVU and Phoenix here on the fire map itself, Inferno. HAVU need 11 to close this one out. 10 would take overtime. Of course, Phoenix, a testy pistol here could force them to a 3rd. Remember, they only need 6 on the defensive. Sometimes harder said than done, or easier said than done, I should say, here on Inferno, where defending can sometimes be a little tricky, a little testy. Of course, this opening pistol round, it's Saw again with the nades, smoke double flash, smoke and a molly for Zori. That molly, obviously, will be for the bomb as it goes down, or potentially for the back of the B bomb site. You never know. With 3 here on the defense, Spellin's going to be the first man in, and that was a perfect flashbang. Completely catches him off guard. There's a counter flash, but one Flatro can't capitalize. He's usually perfect in those situations for at least 1 or 2. He does salvage one back, but this should be an easy A take. His Hoodie comes in, great headshot. Come on, Flatro. Just a second slow from behind as Crucial over in pit instantly gets eviscerated. Now the double defense needs to come in with the retake. Thomas very low on HP when Flatro with another. He seems to just be breaking this one open and rotating left and right. Thomas only 9 HP, and one Flatro right from above might catch them off guard. Hoodie instantly finds him one Flatro. It's 1 and done. A 6th for HAVU, and they're back in this game.
Yeah, I just said one Flatro. he seems to be opening it up and trying to bring it back the best he can. And as I pointed out a bit earlier, his aim has really improved since Dust 2. He wasn't really all that hot and heavy on Dust 2, unfortunately. I was kind of hoping for him to be like one of the top fraggers for Phoenix on that map. He is definitely up there here on this one. He is sitting at the very top with 20 kills currently. It's the same amount as Hoodie had.
That's a good performance, of course. On Flatro, we saw a great performance again on Inferno just yesterday, as I might have mentioned before. HAVU a convincing round here. Spellen's the final man, soon to fall, 22 HP, and they might just wrap towards B. I don't know if they'll just charge him down to prevent a wastage of time. But one of these players very low, Doto. This could be a double kill, but nope, he does finally take him out. Pick up the AK-47 as well, so it's only a Mac 10 dropped. And he even found the kill bonus, so an extra $600 in his pocket. A 7th round for HAVU, 3 behind the Phoenix lead as they get rifles out for the first time.
Yeah, they're slowly but surely bringing this one back. They still have ways to go, obviously. Phoenix are on the favorite side currently, and they are the favorite for this map. That being said, HAVU picking up the pistol and the following rounds in this second half definitely helps them out. But now Phoenix will have enough money to buy up completely. I say completely, they are definitely lacking utility and they don't have a defuse kit, which obviously could be an issue for them. Flashbang, pop flash right above the half wall here. They go for a peek over towards B. It's a bit of a bonus round for HAVU. Holding on to those SMGs and the Galil. Holding on to a bit of their money as well, just to make sure that even if they lose this round, they still have enough to buy up for the next. That is basically what they're going for at this point. Crucial sitting in cubby. Patiently waiting for anyone to push through for the smoke to disappear, but it is going to be Hoodie finding the opener. That's an important one as he takes care of Juan Fletcher. So Real is going to try and find the angle instead. Spillen forced out due to that molly. Back in towards the side. It is going to be Surreal from that position up on balcony. Takes care of Sorry. Crucial on the side itself. Trying to look above the smoke. He's not going to catch anyone in that position just yet. Surreal still looking for more. And he finds it through the smoke. Spillen with a good trade on towards Slowy. It's now going to be all on Saw and Dodo. It does look like Phoenix are just answering back immediately after. And Spillen yet another Surreal with a triple, Spillen with a double, and Phoenix with their 11th.
Yeah, that was really messy for HAVU there. They were so slow and stunted into that A-bomb site. Surreal didn't even do a great job there. He missed so many shots despite finding a triple kill. The issue was HAVU weren't able to burrow him out. One headshot would have taken control of him, taken care of him. But they weren't able to find it. And they also made just no progress towards that A-bomb site. They stood in the choke point. It's a pet peeve of mine where you don't get your nades down. You don't get moving. You can't sit in those really difficult angles to contend with. 1 minute 30 left here of round number 19 where HAVU, their economy is stretched thin. Of course, Slowy does have that AWP. There's one AK-47 out, but it's a double Mac 10 and pistol to tail up the buy. This is an important round for HAVU, and losing a man early isn't going to do them any favours as they try and tackle Thomas on the B-bomb site.
Thomas sitting in a good spot. He falls back immediately after the peek. Spillen, he catches one on Sorry. Thomas Fisher through the smoke here, goes aggressive. Takes care of Hoodie. Slowy will get the trade, Spillen pushing through the smoke himself. Finds one onto Slowy, but he doesn't quite spot the player, but he gets taken down through the smoke. Oh, there you go. 4 players staying alive here for Phoenix. And Phoenix, they seem like they're in pretty much full control of this one.
Yeah, this has just been all too easy. HAVU obviously took the pistol, but then as of then, not been able to do too much with the rifles. After 19 rounds to play, Phoenix find themselves 12-7 ahead. The distance 5. And even then, HAVU, they're on the T side here of Inferno. It's always very difficult to try and close it out when you're up against somewhat of a brick wall, especially when your tactics have been a little bit shaky at best. Back to the pistols. Very likely going to be a 13th on the board for the Phoenix side. And you see how confident Crucial is on those angles. He knows that he's up against the Deagles. Those one-shot potential. However, it's just a complete cleanup. No real damage dealt. Phoenix survive with 5. It'll be a build of economy and confidence. Another feel-good round for the CTs as they push the lead forward to 6.
Just 3 rounds away here from Phoenix to take this map and push it into a 3rd. Again, if that happens, it is going to be Train. What's very interesting about Train, and has been for quite some time, is that these sort of the second tier of teams in Finland have always been really good on that map. Seeing as Phoenix is mostly a mix. Well, obviously they've been on Epsilon, but it is a mix of players from different regions.
Yeah.
That could potentially hurt them in that map.
I'm impressed, by the way. I'm impressed, Jeet, by your Train knowledge of like Finnish Counter-Strike.
Train is like my favorite map.
You know, it's actually one of my favorites as well. I do prefer it over the majority of other maps, both to cast and to play, but obviously we've seen many Finnish teams just be so good at Train. Obviously, Ents, Train being one of their better maps. SJ Gaming as well, one of those Finnish powerhouses that really know how to play Train. I remember earlier this year casting a lot of Finnish national Counter-Strike, and Train was one of those stronghold maps where in a best of 3, it was coming down to the 3rd map of the series, and maybe a team just picks it straight up. But Train is in the majority of the best of 3s that we see coming out of Finland. HAVU now, fast running gun towards the B bomb site. They're going to walk right into the blender. Spellin chops them to pieces. An easy 3 as HAVU will concede number 15. HAVU need 8 in a row on the trot to try to make overtime happen. But yeah, that nade started things off, and that AK-47 certainly finished it.
That's a real nice nade and spray combo. We see it time and time again, and it just goes to show that players are becoming more aware about their utility usage. Obviously, on a map like Inferno, it's always been common practice to just throw utility down towards Banana, but the timing here from Spellin is really good. That is going to be the 15th for Phoenix. Interesting jump from Dodo. Through the window instead of going on the right-hand side.
Yeah, I don't necessarily know the impact of that. I don't know if it's to try and counter somebody playing over on stairs, try and just muddle up the angles a little bit. Don't know if it's causing less of an audio cue going into A-apps. Don't really know the result. I have to really look at that, but there's the first player falling. Spellin able to at least find one. Lots of damage done onto one flat row, but with Banana taken, it's Surreal playing aggressive, and that does allow the second player to rotate off, but only temporarily, as Thomas now left alone once again. The bomb wants to wrap up to the B bomb site. With the AWP nailed in, he's got the corner, and he's good for 1, 2, 3. Thomas knocked them down. That was unbelievable. 15-7 as HAVU. They obviously needed 8, but it's not going to happen. It's only Hoodie remaining. He gets taken away. Is it 16-7?
Thomas almost killing Squid in that one. Almost making him choke. Instead, it is going to be HAVU choking the round and choking the game.
Oh, no.
And that means that we are going to head to a third map. It is going to be Train coming up for the next one.
Yeah, we'll be Train. I will have a glass of water. See you back here in 5 minutes' time, right after this very short break.